Good morning, everybody. I am here in YWAM Skien. This is one of the YWAM bases in Norway. It used to be an old prison. It's almost time for breakfast. So I'm here for a few days for the NLF, National Leadership Forum, Norwegian leadership thing, I don't know. Basically, YWAM leaders from all over Norway are here to connect, to worship God, and to learn and grow. So, super pumped to be here. I've been thinking a lot about the word the Lord gave me at the beginning of the year. I mentioned it once earlier this year about the word stewardship. And I'm thinking a lot about this word stewardship, and I'm asking the question, how can I steward well, or am I stewarding well the things that God has given me? And I'm thinking about that this week as I get here and listening in to see, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to my role in YWAM, am I stewarding it well? I've been thinking a lot about, am I stewarding my own life well? Am I stewarding my time and my marriage, my family, and thinking about those things and thinking about, am I stewarding my role in YWAM well? Am I being a good steward? So that's something I'm thinking about today, and yeah, it should be fun. There's a lot of good people here, eating a little breakfast. This week, the National Leadership Forum, or I don't know if it's Norwegian or English. Definitely in the season with leadership being the biggest role that I've played in both my work and home life. It's one thing to be a leader of your kids when they're a couple years old, when you got one or two of them. It's another thing when they start getting to be school age and have 3 kids. I know it can get way more intense from here, but definitely starting to feel it. I don't think you've ever been on the vlog before, have you?
No, I haven't run a vlog, no.
No, you haven't run one, but have you been on mine? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
This is Andreas Nordli, leader of YWAM Norway.
Yeah.
I have a very important question for you. What does NLF stand for?
National Leadership Forum.
Okay, I got it right. I was wondering if it was in Norwegian or English.
Yeah, it's both.
Norsk leader.
Nasjonalt Lederforum.
Okay.
So it's a national.
It works.
It works. Yeah, Norwegian is such a clever language. So.
Well, I'm excited to see what God has for today. It's going to be good.
Me too. Thanks, man.
You have eyes to see them. You have the body that's functioning. To experience the greatness of the creation. I saw it on a distance, and they greeted it and they said, "Welcome to what they saw." And then
I'm here hanging out with a couple of cool people. One that I know, Rickard, this guy here.
What's up?
And then one I just met, remind me your name?
Mariah.
Mariah, and you're from?
New York, but I'm from the Borgen base.
Yeah, cool. So the most northern base in all of YWAM?
All of YWAM, way up at the top.
And what are you doing up there?
I'm starting King's Kids.
So cool.
Yeah.
Very awesome. Amazing. And Rickard, you're starting something too. What are you starting?
Yeah, we wanted to start this movement, a fellowship in Molde, where we really want to reach out to especially universities, high schools, really training people, equipping for the gospel. Yeah,
that's so amazing. So lots of cool people here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See, that wasn't so bad.
And if we divide that in 12 minutes, that's 1 hour, which means
little bit of lunch. It's been good. It smells good.
Excited.
So NLF has been good so far. Taking a break real quick. I'm gonna run up to the top of this hill here and throw the drone up for a few shots. I am sort of walking around in these alleyways back up here. Hoping to find a spot I can fly my drone from to catch a view of the city at sunset. But no luck so far. Found it. Found a little overlook. I think I'm in someone's backyard. But this is Skien. I'm just thinking, I think one of the big keys out of all this that I'm feeling is really the importance of prayer and whether or not I am jumping into the authority that God has put me in as gatekeeper of my own destiny. As a father, as a husband, am I stepping into the authority God's given me? Which I think actually has a lot to do with intercession and intentionally leading from a place of surrender to God, a place of dependence on God. And you know, there's available in that position grace, there's available in that position wisdom, resources that God is wanting to give me. The question is, am I going to do it in my own strength? Am I going to work on it on my own? And often that is what I do. And I think the question that I'm feeling when it comes to stewardship is how much am I giving that role back to God? How much am I letting Him lead in that role? And as much as I do that, I think stewardship works out pretty well. It's a pretty weighty thing. Pretty awesome, but pretty weighty at the same time.
It was perspective. He's always working to lift our perspective.
Totally.
To see things from His perspective. The weights we carry and the things we're burdened with. He doesn't deny the realities of what we're walking through or having to contend for. But He's always got the goal in mind. And He's always thinking about that as well. And He wants us to have that perspective. And as we mature, both emotionally and spiritually, we more quickly can regain our perspective. And of course, with perspective, from His perspective, faith grows. And I think this morning faith grew in the room because we were seeing things through the Word, but from His perspective of what He wanted to say. And
so NLF is over, we're headed home, and I'm hanging out here with Judy Ord
Shaka.
From Hawaii.
What's your name? Oh, Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's perfect.
Sandra is his name. No, it's been really a blessing, and I think one of the highlights for me is getting to hear from Judy, who's one of the.
I agree with hanging with you.
One of the legends in YWAM. How long have you been in YWAM?
Long time.
Like
How
at least
old are
4
you?
years?
How old are you?
5 years. I'm 31.
Longer than your age.
Since 19 bow and arrow.
Yeah. But not since the beginning. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So thankful for the people that have gone ahead. It's been a great week. Thanks for watching. We're an American family living in Norway, trying to live and tell our story well. And if you're new here, you can subscribe. You should subscribe.
I would.
Totally.
I will subscribe.
Phil is a great.
Sign me up.
Phil
Sign me up.
is a great man.